up, Kayla's crew? Welcome to Kayla's Eat and Greets, and belated Merry Christmas. This was supposed to be my Christmas video. Beef Wellington.
Yeah.
As Gordon Ramsay makes it, as close to as possible. I did pretty much everything he did, except I didn't add, was it chestnuts into the mushroom mixture. I didn't really look that hard. I looked at Meyer. They didn't. I'm like, I don't know where to find chestnuts, but otherwise, I mean, it looks kind of. It doesn't look as pretty as his. That's for damn sure. But
I mean,
it's fucking flaky. It's like
sure. This is one of my favorite videos on the internet. It's just him making this beef Wellington. I've never tried beef Wellington before. I don't like mushrooms or there's a lot of stuff in it that I'm not a huge fan. But like, I've watched this video compulsively, just like that. It looks like the best thing I've ever tried.
We've been watching that for years.
For years, and then Miranda was like, "Let's just make it," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll eat the crap out of it. Let's go." And so she, I'm super excited. It looks. Amazing.
Hope it's good. It looks good on the outside. Like,
you never know what's going on in there, There's a steak in there.
What if it's well done? I don't know. Yeah, there's literally a
steak in there. You can't even tell. I'm so excited to see what it looks like.
We wanted to cut into it with you guys on, so
that's the coolest part of the video.
That is.
See it, and
yeah, you just see because
it looks like a loaf of bread, but then nope, there's a perfect steak in there. So I hope it looks.
Oh, and I wonder how like the mushroom layer will look, because how his is just perfectly around it. I had a very
thin.
I didn't even have enough mushrooms.
Well, he does.
Okay. I'm gonna cut into this. I hope it'll go well. I might do it like this so you guys can see.
Yeah.
Oh man. I can't even see what I'm doing. Probably should have gotten like a bread knife. I have a whole new set of knives, but this will be fine.
Because it's gonna be steak in a minute.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah, this is a great knife. Oh, I can already tell it's gonna be good. Yeah, bud, you need to get in here and see this. Are you kidding me? Okay, you guys. If I can touch this enough to like lift it, I want to show you. You know what I'm gonna do?
Oh man.
Look at it on there.
It's perfect. It's literally perfect. It's perfect.
I did
it. It's exactly like if you've seen this video
before. I did that.
Before,
I'm holding it up to you guys, and I'm gonna show it to Bud too, because this is really for Bud. Oh my god, it's literally gorgeous, Bud.
Oh.
We're gonna eat that.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
We're eating it. Okay, now I'm gonna cut off a couple slices, and we're gonna do our thumbnail.
Oh my god.
And we'll be right back, but I'm so excited. All right, we're back from our thumbnail, you guys. I'm gonna cut into this and give us each a nice little slice.
A slice of
like a thick
bread steak.
Oh, there's like the juices are coming up over the top.
It didn't get soggy at all. She was worried it was gonna get soggy on the bottom, but it was like the way you preheated the pan first.
Oh yeah, Marion Graspy's video gave me a little bit of
smart.
A little hint.
I've never tried. I can't believe.
Sorry, I have to get in there.
I've never tried beef Wellington, but it's like at the same time, like what the hell is beef Wellington? I never would have known if not.
Oh, it's crunchy on the bottom. It's legit crunchy.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, bud. You get the first. Okay, it's actually kind of soggy.
Falling apart. It's okay though.
You get the top. The top is crunchy.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, here's the rest of your puff. It's actually crispy. It just fell off. Yeah. Okay, my turn. I've never worked with puff
Remember you were like,
before.
oh, this is way too small. This is a giant freaking
I thought it was, when I was holding it.
It looks bigger on the thing,
when you wrap it up in all the layers, it gets thicker too,
It's still,
it's all coming apart now.
Chunk of steak.
Well, yeah,
I think it was, even on his video, it was falling apart.
It's true.
It's supposed to be flaky.
I'm getting the rest of this fucking puff pastry. It looks good. There we go. All right. Here's my plate of utter amazingness. We're gonna just go to town.
Yeah, let's hope this is.
And then we'll talk. We'll talk about all the stuff. Oh, okay, this is gonna be so tender.
Falling apart, yeah.
Oh my god. And these new knives are just hot.
Miranda.
Oh my god.
Get out of here.
Whoa.
That's not what I thought it was gonna taste like.
It's good though, right?
It's
better.
Not bad. It's way better than I thought it was gonna taste. Yeah, let me just eat just the steak.
That's what I didn't start.
That's what the whole thing is, because it's all of it together.
None of the rest of it matters.
Crazy flavor.
This is the most expensive cut of steak you can get, by the way, and it's worth it.
Okay, no, I think it's the mushroom thing that's really fucking
good. Is it?
I think it's the mushroom thing. Honestly, I think it's the mushroom thing that's delicious. The steak is still really good, of course.
I didn't even try it. Here, mine is all up here. I'm gonna try it all together.
It's literally better than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay, here's the mushroom thing. And the pastry and the steak all at once. Oh yeah. You're right. It makes a difference. You guys, it's not even that. Oh, I'm so sorry. You can't even see it. It's not even that hard to make.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh. What the fuck? Sorry.
No.
Let me set this up a little so you can see it better. Yeah. Yeah, you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. I don't know when this is going up, but I'll probably try to post it tomorrow. I wanted to ask you guys for the question of the day today. It's really hard to like talk because I have all this good food on my plate that I want to shove in my mouth, but I'm going to do it. I wanted to ask you guys, what is your New Year's resolution? If you do that kind of sort of thing. Oh man.
Hang on.
We're going to eat this whole thing today, aren't we? Okay. The steak is literally cooked perfectly. I don't know how that happened.
It's so good. Oh,
I'm glad I salted it enough. It's
so
perfectly
good.
salty, like not too salty.
That's better than I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought it would. I didn't think it was going to be that
I didn't
good.
either. Oh god, no. I kind of want to try the nub because like there's all that pastry on the end.
Yeah, actually,
I really
that's
like
pretty good.
pastry.
Yeah, the pastry's really good.
It's really weird how it is. Like, hear that? It's crispy. But the inside of it is on the
whoosh.
Inside, yeah. But it
did you
holds up
have
its
like
integrity.
there's like a mustard thing on the outside of the steak that is supposed to stick it to it with?
I did that, yeah.
It's a mustard.
Oh yeah, there's
and
supposed to be prosciutto.
Thing.
Oh, there's prosciutto right there.
That's probably what it was then that I
forgot about the prosciutto. Oh, is this prosciutto? No, that's That's
oh my
all
god.
prosciutto. You want that? It's all prosciutto and mushroom.
Hang on a sec. Hang on.
I forgot about the prosciutto layer.
I did
this all. I did all the prep last night, you guys, and I just baked it today. Oh, it's so tasty. I'm gonna try it with the prosciutto now.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Parma ham.
Parma ham.
Parma ham. That's so good.
Oh,
it's so
that's
good.
What makes the little saltiness.
So salty.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
We're going for seconds, right?
I'm waiting for you to cut. I don't trust myself to cut this shit. Are you kidding me? I'm terrible with knives and forks.
All right.
Yeah. So as far as oh my god, it's so good. It's like buttery. The pastry's like buttery.
They put a lot of butter in puff pastry. I've heard.
Killer.
Oh shit! I just really am tearing it apart.
So good.
Whatever. You get the gist of the flavors. You just put them all together. And
you just jam them into one bite under your fork.
Exactly. Ooh, get a little extra piece there.
Heck yeah. Ooh, this one's like.
I don't know if you want.
That's fine.
Oh, here.
Let's leave it.
I'm having this.
Yeah, as far as New Year's resolutions, I've never been one for them, but I have one this year. But it's just because of the pandemic and it's because of being at home so much. My only New Year's resolution is to stop ordering delivery. I'm so tired of getting food delivered. I used to deliver pizza for 7 years, and I know for a fact it's the biggest waste of money. Like it's just a huge, like you can just go get the thing, pick it up. You can still order from restaurants, order from pizza places, order from wherever.
Yeah.
Just go get it yourself. It takes 10 minutes, and it
literally
saves you like $20.
You get out of the house.
It saves you like half. It's like, so for me, if I'm like, I want to get Wendy's. If I were to get Wendy's delivered to my house, it would be twice as much as if I were to just go get it, the same thing. And it would take me almost no, it's not worth the effort. It fosters my laziness. It makes me just, I'll have days where
Should I tell them the story about the Wendy's thing that happened?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is an example of, like, how the delivery is crazy. I went out to Wendy's. Mm-hmm. Like, I was on my way home somewhere, and I was going to get me and my brother on Wendy's, and got it, everything, whatever, we ordered, and they gave us one less sandwich than we had ordered. Mm-hmm. It was my sandwich. One of my I got a little burger, too. Mm. But I was so pissed off. I got all the way home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to order that sandwich on Grubhub. So I did, and it was $15.
It was, like, as much for the one sandwich as it was for everything else.
I still did it because I was so pissed, and I just I need it. Like, I get in my head, like, I wanted that sandwich, so I have to have it now. And I wasn't about to go back.
Real mad. Like, real mad. Yeah.
I got over it, like, eventually, but... And then I got my $15 sandwich, and it was all good.
Yeah. But that's my that's my only resolution. Mm. I have a lot of other problems I need to fix, but I'm not going to.
We'll take it one thing at a time, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, I think that the pastry and all the extra, and the prosciutto and the extra stuff, it's like a little too much for me.
Really?
It's really flavorful.
The steak itself is just amazing.
The steak is so good. That's what I've been doing. Like with this one, I'm like, the outside stuff is really good, but it's like, man, I'm dying over here. It's like...
So maybe you're going to like all the steaks that I make. Because I got the whole ass tenderloin, and you only need the center cut of it. So I did my own butchering last night. I didn't show you guys on the tape because I was like, that's gonna be too long. But we have all this leftover steak. I cut some of it into like little steaks, like little really thick like tenderloin steaks, and then the other side of it, I just saved how it was because it was a little skinnier, and I'm gonna use that for steak fried rice. Yeah. But you're gonna really like those steaks then. Oh.
So. Oh my god. It's crazy that I like the mushroom rub thing.
I know. Oh, it doesn't even taste like mushrooms.
I hate mushrooms.
Because when I was cooking it, and I was like, that smells disgusting. It smells like, I hate cooked mushrooms.
It goes with everything. It just kind of like melds in. It's half meat, half pastry. That's what a mushroom is in general.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh, better than I thought it was gonna be. I didn't know what I thought it was gonna be. Because I watched this video like.
It's more flavorful than I thought it was gonna be. Like it's very. I think it's the prosciutto.
Yeah, I agree. But it's like who invented this? Who was like, I know what I'll do. I'll make a steak and I'll wrap it in bacon and then I'll put a mushroom grind paste on it and then I'll bake it around a loaf of goddamn bread. And then we'll just eat that for Christmas. That'll be a good Christmas.
Yeah, I wonder who came up with it like as a Christmas dish.
It was probably John Wellington, the inventor of beef Wellington.
Oh my god. Yeah, is it a British thing? I feel like it would be. Because British people love their pastries, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you know that England has passed the United States for obesity rate? It's actually the...
No, wow. That's crazy. Because I feel like every time... Well, when we used to go to Europe, we only really went to Germany, but everyone was like a lot skinnier there.
But England is higher than America now. Fun fact. You learned something today while you're watching me stuff my face with steak. I obviously don't care about that, but just a fun fact.
A very fun fact.
God, that steak is so freaking good.
I know. Do you want some more? Just the steak?
I kind of do.
Yeah, there's this whole... I took the nub.
Part of me thinks I'm going to get a stomachache from this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I still want to do it.
Get the meat sweats. Just like a little thin one, maybe?
No.
Oh, no. A thick one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine what Wagyu is going to be like.
Yeah, we're going to do Wagyu like this year. This should be my New Year's resolution. Do Wagyu. A1 Wagyu from Japan.
Oh, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what it would be like.
Here,
yeah, it's just flopping out. That's fine. I'll just take it. You don't want any more? I can't imagine you're gonna eat more. Do you want some more?
No.
I'll give you half of this.
I want this. Weird.
Alright, that works for everybody.
Is that weird?
We'll split it in half.
Yeah. No, I don't want any steak.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's just steak. It's just a steak on the end.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh.
And the mustard kind of just melts away. It just probably goes into the steak.
Yeah, it just flavors it. I feel like the outside of the part of the steak is so flavorful because it was right next to prosciutto.
And I charred it, or like I, what do you call it?
Seared.
Yeah. Browned it. I like just the pastry with like the mushrooms.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
But that is overwhelmingly flavorful to me. You know what I mean? You know how you can have something that's like, oh, this is too much taste?
I have that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's actually really, you're right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's the prosciutto.
It is.
So good. I have 3 New Year's resolutions. So, very long story, but
good, man. Oh.
I'll probably just tell you like what they are. I won't elaborate as much as I elaborated to Bud. I literally talked it. Well, okay, this is actually what happened. The other night I couldn't sleep. It was like 5:30 a.m. and I was like, I think it's because I'm going back on my Prozac, so my brain's like firing off, and I'm like...
You're just changing your brain chemistry every day.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, sorry, my phone's going off. I was just like overthinking everything, and like, you know, my brain was going faster than like my brain could even keep up with, weirdly. So I actually filmed a video. I went in my car and filmed a video, kind of like filling you guys in on everything I was thinking, and I ended up not posting it because it was really long and really like stream of consciousness.
Really hard to keep track of.
You wouldn't have been able to know what was talking about. It kind of seemed like I was like a crazy person. Like, you know how I usually like, I'll get distracted when I'm talking to you and talk about something else, but I'll always kind of circle back and be like, oh yeah, but anyway, what I was saying, I didn't even do that in this video. I was just like, oh, oh, there's a shiny object. Oh, you know, like, so I figured I'd just talk about it in this video. While I'm more sane. I feel like my brain is back to normal now. And I really just kind of did that for myself so I could get my thoughts out, you know? But my main 3 New Year's resolutions are, number 1, more movement. I want to move more. Whether it's, like taking walks, like walking my treadmill more, like...
Or just doing this.
Just doing that, yeah. Moving my head, you know, like moving my toes. No, I don't know, just like little things to start. Probably like, you know, walking down to pay the rent instead of driving there, or you know, going to go get groceries physically rather than getting them delivered. Yeah, like the whole like stop getting delivery. Yeah. Even just going out in my car into the world to go drive. Yeah, just like more movement.
And it's so much harder in the winter. But like once it gets into summertime though, you can't waste it. You know, you gotta try. I'm done.
We killed this. Done. We killed it.
I could not be more done.
Okay, good.
Okay, here's one thing I want you to do though. Just do a little pinch, because do like a little pinch and then grab it, because it's like the crispy salty part. So it's basically like a biscuit. Ooh. It's like a salty biscuit. Fucking so good. Oh my god, I'm ready for you to eat that, because I did it. It was amazing.
Oh man.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, it's like a croissant.
Yes.
Yeah.
A croissant / biscuit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so flaky.
Yeah.
So buttery and so salty from the top.
Delicious.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. I'm gonna eat that.
That's the way to do it.
Have some more.
I'm so done. I can't even tell you.
It's fucking phenomenal. So anyway, more movement. Yeah. What was my second one? It was be more conscious of what I'm eating and why I'm eating it.
Yeah. And
hopefully that'll lead to the main goal. Like, I don't want to make my goals too hard to reach or too far away. I like to start with step one. Totally. But the main goal is to like start making better food choices. As you guys know, I've been trying to work on throughout the year already. But I'm like, I really want to like commit to it. My third one, what was my third one? You don't listen to me. No, I don't even listen to myself. Communicating my wants and needs effectively to other people. Or at all. Because like recently, you know, I've found that I really do have certain things that maybe I want a certain way, but I don't tell people that. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like, and it's never like a big deal because, and you know why it's not a big deal is because I minimize my own wants and needs to myself even. So I'm like, oh, well, that's not important. Because where some people would be like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, tell them it's fine, but it's really not fine. I'm really angry. I'm bitter towards them now. I don't really have that, but it's because I diminish my own needs to myself, or I just
secretly are just less content and happy. And
yeah,
it's
not about like being mad at the other person. It's more of just like,
well,
I should give myself more value.
Performative like acts too. And you're just so used to be like, well, this isn't what I wanted, but whatever, as long as everyone else is happy.
With the flow. Yeah, just it's more about my comfort, comfort with other people getting along, or like being happy with me or fine with me. Then I could just be like, hey, I want to do this.
Talk about that one thing that you said where you were like,
what was it?
Where you were like thinking about like, is it okay if the rest of my life is just being content and whatever?
Yeah, I've been, and you guys know me to be like a pretty happy-go-lucky person. Like, I'm not sad or upset or miserable all the time. I'm a very pretty happy person. But by happy, I kind of mean content and comfortable. I live a lot of my life in a comfort zone physically and like emotionally and, you know, interactively with other people. Yeah, it's just like I've been content like that for about 5 years or so, I would say. And the other night I just realized I want more than that. I want more than just being content for the rest of, and I mean, I've been content and it's like, that's fine. But like, I just kind of want more. I don't want to just be this.
You want to be outside your comfort zone. You want to be,
sometimes.
You want to push the limits. You want to be able to, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, because some days I can choose. You know what? I want to be in my comfort zone today. I'm not going to tell this person this, or I'm not going to go outside, or I'm not going to. Yeah. But if I'm always doing that,
it's so much harder to put. Somebody's like, "Hey, Martin, you want to go for a hike?" You'd be like, "What the fuck?" But you want to be able to.
Then I wouldn't want to say no.
If I feel like it, maybe I should go for a hike.
What if I would want to go for a hike?
That'll probably never happen because hikes are the worst.
Yeah,
but you know, jogging.
But just like general things too, like I don't know.
Or just like, hey, do you want to come out in this social situation that is not very like you don't know a lot of people that might be high stress? You just
I should just do it.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't do it if you want to. You should if you want to be able to want that because.
But I want to want those things instead of just like laying in my bed being like I'm good here.
Because when Miranda was saying that, I was like, you know what's crazy? I'm 31 years old. And I am totally fine with just being comfortable and content.
And so was
happy.
I'm there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't. It's not that I don't want more, but it's just like if I don't get more, that's cool, and I'm not gonna like. Yeah. So it's kind of an interesting thing how it's like. That's one of the things that we vibe on. I think is just like we just kind of like hanging out. We're not gonna go crazy. We're not trying to but every once in a while we'll do something super fun or whatever. But like like. You know, I've been married and I had, you know, relationships and I had crazy life and I had, you know, boring life. And I'm like, no, I'm kind of good. And it's not like I've lived a wild life, but it's just like, I'm kind of happier just whatever. I know what tomorrow's going to be like. I know exactly what tomorrow's going to be
I like that too. I really do. I think I was telling you, I don't remember what day this was, but I was like, in my general day-to-day life, I don't get very anxious because my day-to-day life is very routine. It's very, like, I work from home, then I I lay down, I watch YouTube, I come out here and I play, like, it's very, like, routine, and the times I do go out, it's, like, stuff that I normally do, like, going to play D&D.
Or it's something that's planned vigorously.
But then, if it's anything different, though, if there's ever anything different, even if it's going to be something that's really fun, I get super anxious about it. And, dude, what is the point? Like, I should regularly get out of my comfort zone so I don't have to be in a situation where I'm like, oh, someone wants me to do something different. Now I'm going to, like, fall apart. And have a whole day that's been ruined because of that, because of overthinking.
Well, I'll tell you from experience, though, that something that happens, though, when that happens, is one day you'll eventually be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm doing all the things. And then you just go kind of ape shit for a little bit. And then, you know, that's kind of what happened to me last year. Was just like, everything's better than not this, you know? And I was just, you know...
True.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like a muscle that you need to exercise. You know what I mean? Like something like being more comfortable when you're uncomfortable is a muscle. Like right now, I wouldn't say it's atrophied, but it's not very strong.
I don't have one.
So it's like the more you do, but you can't just start off with a crazy. Like I'm moving to Jamaica. You can't just do that because that's just chaos. And you know, but it's just little bit at a time. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Things like that.
So for me, I feel like basically to kind of like circle back on this one. Me wanting more than contentment is kind of like, that's why I made those 3 different goals, because they're going to help me get there. I just, like he was saying, I can't just right away be like, okay, like I'm going to go to Vegas tomorrow. See you. Right. Like I have to, start moving more, because me moving more is going to progressively make me be able to do more things. Because
physically,
like when I was singing at church the other day on Christmas, it was really hard for me to stand. So if I want to go sing at my friend's church again, I'm going to have to think about that and be like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to stand for that long.
And now that's the thing. If he were to invite you tomorrow, you'd be like, that's a problem.
Oh, it sounds so hard.
You want to eliminate
I want things to not be hard so that I can do those things. Making better food choices, same thing. Well, being more, you know, it's basically making better food choices.
But you also just kind of want to eliminate like the hold that food can have over you, sort of. You know, that's step one in that. So this is a multi-step thing. It's
very multi-step.
So when we were talking about our... Isn't that so good? Sorry,
Continue talking.
We were talking about our resolutions. I was like, my delivery one isn't about delivery. Like, Miranda's whole thing is starting from, like, the base, but she also has a base behind it, too. But my delivery thing is I just don't want to be as lazy. You know, I'm fine with being... like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can get food delivered every once in a while, but I gotta stop doing it all the time. It has to stop being my default setting. Like, I'm hungry. What should I order online, you know? So...
start going shopping more.
Yeah, that's what the main thing is. I want to be less lazy. I want to do simple things just easily without, you know, and it's not like it's hard for me. It's just I'm mentally set up to where I would prefer the easy way. And that's not the best way to live. I don't think, for me even if it does feed into like my comfort, contentment, you know.
I think a lot of it is like, because I feel like part of like growing up or being an adult is like stopping all the things that we still do. But I think it's because we had this childhood where we couldn't do any like child stuff, so like that's why, you know, me and Bud talk about like he drinks a lot of like Mountain Dew or whatever, like and I eat like a lot of bad foods, and I think it's because like when we were kids,
we're allowed to.
Yeah, there was no like, oh, you should eat, you know, when you're hungry. Like it wasn't. Like, we weren't taught like to stop when we're full and to eat when we're hungry.
It's like it's eating time. Or time like to eat, or you're going to hell.
Exactly.
And then like for me, it was like you can't like. So when you have these structures around you that are preventing you from doing the things you want, and then those are instantly suddenly released.
It's like, well, I'm gonna eat candy all the time.
I had no self-control taught to me because I was never given the option of self-control. I was
and now, you know,
being controlled.
15 years later, we're still doing it because they became habits.
Because and it's so hard to shake. It's really
hard,
I think about, like, I smoke cigarettes, I drink Mountain Dew, you know, I have a lot of addiction times, but, like, the pop is the hardest one. I can quit smoking easier than I can quit drinking pop. I've tried quitting drinking pop before. Goes horribly every time. Right? I feel sick. Like everything's bad. I get caffeine withdrawals. I get sugar withdrawals. It's all bad. And it's just like because I've completely hooked myself on this thing. And
for
you know
years,
that's easy fun out to be like, oh, it's my parents' fault, you know. But like that's a factor. It's totally a factor. The thing is, like, when I was in my late teens, I probably should have been establishing more self-control. But that was the only time I had to be a kid and do whatever I wanted because I didn't get that before. Free. So it's like when you're released from, I wouldn't call it prison. I guess. When you're 17, then it's like you have to start your childhood then. So now I'm 31. I'm just starting to become like a 20-year-old person who's like figuring.
We're
out
like in our
limits.
teenage years right now.
Always
like, we're living on our own.
Yeah.
Bachelor pad.
Yeah, but
we're playing video games. We're eating bad food.
Yeah.
We're drinking. You know, like
for dinner.
yeah, right.
Yes. Yeah, that's just how it is.
It's just like a. And like we're adults in a lot of other ways. It's not like we literally have child minds.
Yeah, because a lot of that upbringing also fosters
a
lot of like good things too, like a lot of like, oh hey, be responsible and on time with all your responsibilities, or else you'll go to hell. You know what I mean? So I still do that. Like it's like I don't pay my rent late. Because in the back of my head, I'm probably like, maybe I'll go to hell. I don't know.
I paid rent late once, and I was like mortified.
Yeah.
I called the lady. It was 7 days late because I just forgotten about it. I thought I'd already paid it, and she's like, "Oh no, you have till tomorrow. You have like a grace period." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." She's like, "It's fine." Like I'm sure people are way later.
Some people in their 30s have probably been late on rent. Just like I know, tons of
we don't do that.
I've lived with people that were like 9 months to a year late on rent, and sometimes they owed rent for a year. And I'm like, that's horrifying. Like, what?
Yeah, that would be like constant stress to know.
But no, for them it's not. For people like that, you're just like,
oh,
work yourself out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have that. So yeah, there's some things that are bad, some things that are good, obviously. But like,
I mean, we become very like self-aware people too, which I think is a lot of people aren't. Like a lot of people, I feel like just aren't self-aware. Yeah, you're constantly. All you have is yourself when you're in that situation. You're constantly analyzing what you're doing.
This right? Is this going to be okay?
So that kind of turns into like a positive thing in a way. I mean, sometimes like overthinking is very negative.
It's both. Yeah, it's definitely both.
But I think that it like for me at least, I found that it's like something I really value in myself.
Yeah. Having a good idea of who you are and how
to get better
and what your
and what you
and
want,
weaknesses are and what your flaws are is very important for an adult.
Well, and how you want to progress, because not everyone views like progress as the same thing, or like being good, or like what if I don't care about being good? What if I want to be a like awesome thief? You know, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Vampire thief. I'm always like the sneaky thief in like not video games, but video games and D&D. But yeah, that's just kind of like I don't know how to circle this one back, but basically we're pretty cool ass people because of our upbringing, but we also have like some hang-ups.
But the idea of New Year's resolutions is to like just make small improvements on yourself. And I think this is the best way to do it. Like, you've identified issues in your life, and instead of being like, I want that to not be, you actually found some other things that you're like, if I stop doing this or if I change this, that will help me
do this. Yeah,
which I think is a really good thing.
I think it's better because like, I haven't done what do you call it? New Year's resolutions in like quite a few years, just because in my head I'm like, oh, that's dumb. Like, why do you need the New Year to like, you know, be a milestone for you to do something different? Like, why don't you just do that on a regular day? But I mean, it's a good. Like what? It's not gonna hurt. So this year, I really.
Anyway, this is just a specific.
Every date like is made up. Like I mean.
Might as well start on one of them.
Exactly, like we created the year. Like it's. I mean, I guess it's based off of the Earth.
Yeah,
rotation,
but there's no the Earth's rotation doesn't have a specific time for when it resets.
Yeah,
it's perpetual. So
that's true.
It could literally be any time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but yeah. So like, I just decided this year, like, because right at this time, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to change some things. Oh, perfect. The New Year's coming. So, there's definitely nothing wrong with doing New Year's resolutions. I just for the last few years haven't wanted to, but.
Same thing with like Lent. Even if you're not religious, you'd be like, I'm giving something up for Lent because I can. Why not?
Tom Red did. Tom Red does with like a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Every year he gives a bunch of stuff. Yeah. It's pretty cool. But like,
I used to, but it's and that's the thing too. Like, if you like make these like huge goals for New Year's resolutions or even for Lent, I feel like they fail easier.
Somebody's like, I want to lose 60 pounds. It's like, well then by March,
how are you gonna do that?
You've gained 20 pounds, and you're like, oh, screw it, I quit. You know, this way it's like you can just constantly
like keep working on it because your goal is it's like the first step of it. So if you screw up one day, be like, well, I'm still on step 1, so I'll just go back to step 1.
Right.
Instead of being like, well, I'm on step 20 and now I'm on 0.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to. It's a sunken cost thing. You're like, I've already put this much work into it.
Oh, I'm actually really full. I don't know why I said actually. I ate a lot.
That whole thing was right there.
Clearly
full.
full.
A hot mess of a graveyard.
I know. So I guess the one thing about this that I didn't expect was that it was very like messy. Once you cut into it, it kind of fell apart a little bit. The first one was good.
I don't even.
The first one was actually.
I don't even think though we shouldn't have expected. I think we should have expected that because when you're watching Gordon Ramsay, the greatest chef of all time, he was having a hard time keeping it together.
He was holding. Yeah, you're right.
So it's like we should have been like, well, we're not going to be able to, So
expect it to fall apart, but it's still
like you can eat it in different pieces Because you can just go, just prosciutto, just flaky mushroom,
just the thing with the mushrooms,
or just steak, and it's all pieces of it are good, and then you slam it all in one.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like we're on the same page.
Totally.
It was good. Very good. I'm so happy I made that. But it's all... I didn't take a picture of it.
This was a big bucket.
Well, I'll just use it from on here.
This is a big bucket list thing for me, so I'm really happy we could do this.
You actually really liked it?
Oh, it was literally better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't expect it to be
really good.
multi-level flavoring, but that's what he talks about. He talks about layering the flavor. And it's my new thing in cooking that I've realized is good.
I also got a bunch of cookbooks for Christmas, so I'm going to have Bud look through them and pick out some cool recipes for me to do on my channel.
Right now we have a lot of really high quality steak and beef, so that's going to be fun.
It's all up in our freezer.
And I'm just like, you should make a steak. And she's like, I got these cookbooks. Like, make steak.
Just
make me a steak.
I was like, well, look at the steak recipes. He's like, can you make steak?
How about a steak? And then maybe some rice with that steak.
But mostly just steak, though.
You can not do the rice, just steak is fine,
Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is fucking amazing.
Oh, I got Miranda a cool... pan thing for Christmas with how it has the marks on it. Yeah, that's what I think.
It's like a grill pan.
Yeah, it's got
it
the marks on it, so it's like the griddle marks where you can slam down, it's for toasting bread or getting grill marks.
Even
on
burgers and stuff. Yeah,
burgers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's.
I'm really excited to use it. I haven't used it yet. It's sitting there waiting for me to do a recipe, but I have all the steak now. So you should be seeing some cool cooking videos. Oh, I think one of my resolutions should be cooking more, which is all tied into my first one anyway. So I'll be writing a lot, making lists and stuff.
Doing more things.
Just being a human being again.
Resolution.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, that was amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you guys all had an awesome Christmas.
Yeah.
And let us know what your New Year's resolution would be if you have one.
Or just what you think of resolutions in general,
Yeah, if you're like me, a couple of years ago, and just I think they're dumb, or they're dumb for me, or I always fail them, so I don't do them, whatever. Cool. Yeah, let us know. And yeah, if you're gonna do beef Wellington, use Gordon Ramsay's exact recipe.
That's pretty much exactly it, except for the chestnut.
I bet that's what it tastes like. Yeah. Honestly, it was that good.
The exact same stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He had a different mustard probably because
it was more spicy. He had an English mustard.
That was barely part of it. So
I didn't even taste the mustard.
Like you said, it probably just disappeared into it.
Sinks into it.
But it was killer. It was. It was a success. If you have those things where you're like, oh, I love this video of cooking, I love this thing. I'll never be able to just cook it. Miranda is an awesome cook.
I keep doing that, and it keeps kind of working.
You can just follow the things that they do. You can just do the same thing. Miranda was like, "Oh, look around puff pastry. Oh, they don't have them. Oh, they have it at this Indian market. Oh, I don't. You can just find the things,
find it, and do it,
and try it. Because every time we've done it so far, with those, what were the steak sandwiches, and then this thing, the things that I've always wanted to try from Gordon Ramsay, the best cook in you can make them incredible, and it's totally worth trying. Because for me,
even if you fail,
I've always wanted to eat that.
I've failed at a couple things, and they still taste amazing.
Yeah,
it's just they don't look
good. It just doesn't look like the picture.
This one didn't look super pretty, but it wasn't
ugly. It looked awesome, and then when you cut it apart,
tasty.
It looks like a mess. But that's why he doesn't show it. It's a secret. It's camera tricks. He's like, I don't want to show it.
Well, that's another thing I was gonna say when you were talking about just make something because just follow the video.
Yeah.
If there's a step on the video that you're not sure about, or if they miss one, I just look up another video.
Yeah.
I had the Gordon Ramsay video up, and then I looked up this other one. It was how to thaw puff pastry. I was because I know some people say you should work with it while it's still a little frozen.
Yeah.
I'm you know what? I'm just gonna watch a video of how long to let it. Do you put it in the fridge? Whatever. He didn't talk about that. He just said, okay, take your puff pastry.
Yeah, since you have puff pastry.
Obviously you guys know about puff pastry because you're watching
there's one place in the tri-state area here that sells it.
YouTube is a wealth of information. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You should do it because it's totally worth it. These have been this and the video with the steak sandwich that I was in.
It was beautiful.
Those were two of the best meals I've ever had, and I've always wanted them. If you have that thing in your head, you're like, oh, I want to try a shrimp scallop thing.
Yeah,
do it. It's not Miranda put a lot of work into this. She was stressing all last week and stuff because we were trying to do it on Christmas.
Oh yeah,
and it was just impossible because there was not enough stuff. But it took a lot of work, but it's completely
very much
worth it, and that's easy for me to say.
That's the thing. All of the prep work I just did last night, and I don't know if you could tell in the video, but I was doing it while I was sitting right here.
Yeah,
so I was just hanging out with Bud, and I didn't even have to go into the kitchen and stand up. I could have if I was better at standing, but that's my New Year's resolution. Yeah. Be good at standing.
Be good at standing.
But yeah, no, it didn't really. It was a lot of time. All of the steps you had to chill it in between.
The planning.
Yeah, and then the shopping, but. Every once in a while, maybe every month, do a cool recipe that you've always wanted to try.
Yeah.
We should do something every month, like something
big from
one.
A video, something from because we'll watch those.
Yeah.
We'll have some days where me and Miranda are we'll have just eaten an entire pizza and then we'll be like, let's watch Gordon Ramsay cook.
Right.
And we'll sit there and be like,
oh, like mouth watering.
Yeah.
We're fat asses. This is our life, and I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't even know, guys.
It's fun though. It's a fun way to live. Might as well eat awesome beef.
How lucky are you to be my fucking brother?
You have no idea.
You talk to people about this?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell people about this?
I say that all the time. I'd be like, my sister cooked this crazy thing because she makes a YouTube thing, and I just get to eat everything. It's the best. It's awesome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well.
You owe me $70. We do this thing where anytime like I do him a favor or something, like or get him a pop from the fridge.
What I held your nachos at the movie theater.
Yeah, I was like, I have to pee. Can you hold my nachos?
$70.
Yep. That's our thing. So I think we're about even now, though. No, you owe me like twice as many $70 as I do.
So. No, well, no.
All right, guys.
Anyway,
the Christmas spirit, owing people money and reminding them that they owe you money. That's what it's all about, and food. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked the beautiful, at least the first cut was gorgeous.
It looks so different now.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't even know if you can see this, but it's just like slop. I love it. I will probably pick at this because even the bottom.
There's still a ton of prosciutto in there too. That's
it's hanging out.
That's good eats right there.
Some salty goodness.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Let me know what you guys did, what you got. On my next video, I'll probably like fill you in on my Christmas because I didn't even get into that, or like what I got and everything, and like what he got me.
Christmas.
Yeah, I did New Year's before Christmas, but whatever. I don't play by the rules. All right, well, I'll see you guys on, what day is today? Today is probably Tuesday that you're seeing this, so I'll probably see you like on Friday or so for my next video. All right? And Bud will be back soon, I'm sure. Will he? Well, everyone asks for you. Yeah. They're like, well, when will your brother be in a video? I'm like,
you can't give them too much of what they want,
Oh yeah, you gotta make them
keep wanting more.
Keep wanting more. Yep. All right. Well, maybe Bud will appear in a future video. We will see. All right. Peace out, guys.
Bye.